In early June, as the gentle summer sun blanketed Edinburgh, a storm of gossip was brewing among the Outlander fan community. Rumors that Caitriona Balfe was on the brink of divorce from her longtime husband, music producer Tony McGill, were spreading like wildfire. All eyes were on Sam Heughan, Caitriona's longtime co-star, and many began to speculate more boldly. Was there something more than friends between them? In a recent online interview with the Screen Soul magazine, Sam unexpectedly addressed the buzzing rumors, and his honest sharing left the audience stunned. "I can't stay silent when my name and Caitriona's name are being dragged into stories that are not true," Sam began, his eyes determined but also unable to hide his fatigue. "We are close friends, we are colleagues, we have created magic on screen together. But that doesn't mean that everything about her personal life is related to me." When asked about Caitriona and Tony's divorce rumors, Sam hesitated for a moment before answering with a responsible caution. "I have no right to reveal anything that is not part of my story, but I think the public deserves to hear the truth, at least from my perspective. Caitriona is not divorced. She and Tony are going through certain challenges in their marriage, which is completely normal for any couple living in two worlds. One is family, the other is the spotlight." The Scottish actor stressed that the rumors have created unnecessary pressure on all three involved, especially Caitriona, who has always kept her private life private and focused most of her attention on work and family. "We just finished filming the final season of Outlander," Sam continued. "Caitriona is a devoted mother, wife, and actress. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to baseless gossip just because we have a special connection on screen." Sam also didn't hesitate to talk about himself, about how being associated with Caitriona for nearly a decade has affected his personal life. "I've loved, I've lost, and I've been single. But that has nothing to do with other people's marriages. I think people should understand the line between reality and fiction. Jamie and Claire are a beautiful love story, but in real life, we're not living in a novel." At the end of the interview, Sam sent an emotional message to his fans. Instead of speculating, "I hope everyone will support us with sincerity. Both Caitriona and I appreciate that feeling, but also want to live like normal people, with joys, sorrows, and times when we need to be quiet." At the end of the conversation, Sam stood up, smiled slightly, not because everything was resolved, but because he had the courage to say what needed to be said. Although the rumors will not necessarily end after this interview, at least the truth from the insider has partly cleared the fog of public opinion. And in Sam Heughan's eyes, one can clearly see one thing. Not all romantic stories are true, but respect and loyalty are always present, quietly and persistently like their friendship. After the controversial interview, Sam Heughan left the studio with a feeling of relief mixed with heaviness. He knew that, although he had told the truth from his perspective, the public did not always receive the truth with tolerance. The rumors had been brewing for too long, and now he could only hope that the fans would give Caitriona and Tony the space to work things out privately. A few days later, at a small party organized by the Outlander crew to celebrate the end of the final season, Sam and Caitriona appeared in public together for the first time since the interview. Caitriona's silence during the past time made her appearance even more noticeable. Caitriona wore a pearl-colored silk dress, her hair was lightly tied up, her eyes shining with an unfathomable calmness. When she saw Sam, she stepped forward and smiled, not the smile of a movie star, but the smile of a friend who knew her best. "Thank you," she said softly, just enough for Sam to hear. "I saw the interview. You didn't have to, but you did." Sam looked into her eyes, eyes that had expressed 100 emotions on screen, now filled with gratitude and a little vulnerability. "I'm just telling the truth," he said. "But you know, they won't stop." Caitriona nodded slightly. "It's okay, I'm used to it, but there's one thing I want you to know." They left the noisy space and stepped onto the balcony where the city lights twinkled in the distance. Caitriona was silent for a moment before speaking. There's a distance between Tony and me. But it's not anyone's fault. Sometimes two people grow in different directions, even when they start on the same journey. She turned to look at Sam, her face serious. I'm not getting divorced because of anyone, nor because there's too much gossip about you and me. But the truth is, I'm tired of living for my image. I just want to live for real. Sam was silent for a moment. Her words weren't an admission of a relationship, but they were enough to make him understand that a certain door was opening, a door that they had avoided for years, because they respected the boundaries between friendship and love too much. Do you think, if things were different, we could? Sam paused, as if afraid that finishing the sentence would cause everything to collapse. Caitriona didn't answer right away. She just put her hand on his arm and said softly, maybe, but not now. The atmosphere between them at that moment wasn't tense, but a kind of suspended affection, fragile, genuine, but limited by reality. Yet, in that moment, Sam knew that the things they had never said were what bound them together the most. A week later, Sam received a call from his agent. A major American movie script had sent him a casting offer, the male lead in a romantic film adapted from a famous novel, opposite a top Hollywood actress. Filming was scheduled to begin in September in Los Angeles, meaning he would have to leave Europe for at least 6 months. Sam held the phone, deep in thought. It was a big opportunity, potentially career-changing, but his heart was now troubled by only one thing. Would leaving now mean a setback in his relationship with Caitriona? That afternoon, he decided to meet her, not on a shoot this time, no reporters, no colleagues, just Sam and Caitriona, like they used to before things got complicated. The small cafe in the heart of Glasgow was as peaceful as the last time they had sat there, 5 years ago, when Outlander was in its 3rd season and they were both laughing about filming in the cold rain. I'm going to America, Sam said, looking into his coffee. Big project, maybe a chance to step out of Jamie Fraser's shadow. Caitriona smiled. You deserve it. Sam hesitated, then added, I don't know if I should go. Because, I'm afraid I'll miss something important here. Caitriona put her hand on his, again, light but meaningful touch. If it's meant to be, it won't leave you. Not even me. They both smiled then, the smiles of adults who have experienced a myriad of emotions but still maintain their pure sincerity for each other. 3 months later, Sam appeared on the Hollywood red carpet, radiant and confident. At the press conference, when asked if he still kept in touch with Caitriona Balfe, he simply said, always. She is a special person that I have never met a second time. As for Caitriona, she remained in Europe, focusing on her young son and her first directorial projects. Although she has never confirmed or denied the divorce rumors, she has not avoided the press. Once, when asked about Sam, she answered with only one sentence. Sam is the only person who makes me believe that true connection does not need a title. Author, Heughan.